He won 61 sword duels and never lost a battle, and in his first win ever, he was 13 and killed an adult swordsman with nothing but a wooden stick. This is the story of Miyamoto Musashi, who was born in 1584 to Shinmen Munisai and a mother who lost her life during childbirth. Shinmen Munisai was a great fighter known as the Unequaled, and he blamed his son for the death of his wife, so he attempted to kill him when he was only 7. Miyamoto dodged the knife his father threw at him, ran away, and started living with his uncle. The uncle trained the young boy in the art of the sword and the art of the pen, and 6 years later, at age 13, Miyamoto fought his first sword duel against an adult swordsman. Miyamoto killed the man with a 6-foot wooden quarterstaff. The feat made him famous and even earned Miyamoto the respect of his father, who enlisted his teenage son in his first war. Father and son fought side by side in this war and others, while Miyamoto also continued dueling and winning. Then, in 1604, a 19-year-old Musashi embarrassed an entire school of swordsmanship, the Yoshioka clan. First, Musashi defeated their best fighter, and when that fighter's master and brother wanted to avenge his comrade, Musashi's wooden sword cut him down too. After the duels, the embarrassed clan decided to ambush Miyamoto Musashi on his way home with 100 men. But Musashi, he was not impressed. He immediately charged the leader, killed him in one blow, and scared all the others off. Since Musashi deceased so many masters, he was regularly revenge attacked by groups of people, so he learned that when faced with more than one opponent, 2 swords are better than 1. And so he casually mastered fighting with 2 swords and opened his own school teaching the way of 2 swords, known as Niten Ichi Ryu. At this point, Musashi was a legend and had made all sword masters of Japan his sons, so it was hard for him to find a challenge, but there was one man in Japan that was said to be so vicious that he was simply known as the demon of the western provinces, Sasaki Kojirō. Kojirō was undefeated and famously wielded a sword that was over 100 centimeters long, and he agreed to fight Miyamoto Musashi on April 13, 1612. On the day of the epic showdown between the 2 greatest swordsmen on a remote island, Miyamoto Musashi showed up 3 hours late. Musashi was casually rowing to the island with no care, patiently carving a wooden sword that was longer than Kojirō's, just casually carving it on the way. When he finally arrived and the duel started, Kojirō was so insulted and angry that he rushed Musashi, but Miyamoto's longer wooden sword was able to strike Kojirō down before he could reach Musashi. All it took was one swing to the head for Sasaki Kojirō to fall dead on the spot. Miyamoto won his 61st duel, still undefeated, but Musashi was so sad to have taken the life of a great swordsman like Sasaki Kojirō that he retired from sword fighting and dedicated the rest of his life to the arts, philosophy, and writing.